Now we're graphing. Once the information's found, this one should actually be a little bit easier to graph than everything else. You shouldn't have to worry too often about finding an extra point, because notice in this step 4, our x-intercepts could and should be a lot of the time our 4th and 5th point. All right, so we'll still plot the vertex, y-intercept, x-intercepts. That should give you about 5 points, hopefully. So let's check out our examples. We got 2 examples for you. All right, got to find all the information first before we move on. So this one opens up. Axis symmetry vertex, not quite sure yet. We'll get there. Opens up, there's a minimum. X-intercept, this is P, this is Q. So it's 4, 0, and 2, 0. Remember, they come out the opposite signs. Get domain out of the way right now. It's all real numbers. Axis of symmetry, which gets us the vertex. P plus Q, 4 plus 2 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. There's your axis of symmetry. There's your x value of the vertex. Continue on, find the vertex. So we go y equals 3 minus 4 times 3 minus 2. We get negative 1 times 1. So negative 1 times 1, which just gets us negative 1. There's our vertex. That there helps you to find your minimum value, which is negative 1, which in turn helps you find the range as well. So we have that. Y-intercept is needed. This is where we plug in 0 for x, 0 minus 4, 0 minus 2, negative 4 times negative 2 ends up giving us 8. So we get 0, 8 as our information, as our y-intercept. Plot your points. We're rock solid here. All we're going to have to do is plot our points and we should be good to go. 3, negative 1 is our vertex. I'm going to draw in the axis of symmetry. I'm going to plot my y-intercept, just continue to do what we've done before. I plot my our y-intercept is 0, 8. The reflection point ends up being 6, 8. So vertex is done, y-intercept is done. I'm going to go back to the x-intercepts, plot those. 4, 0, 2, 0, 5 points. Done. A little bit more work in the front end finding the information, but the graph should be easier to get on there with all the points that were given. Let's check out one more. This one, we're opening down. Your P, your Q again. If we're opening down, that means we have a max value. We have x-intercepts of 3, 0, negative 1, 0. Again, they're coming out the opposite sign. Domain, all real numbers. Let's move on. Find our most important piece here, which is the vertex. X equals P plus Q, so 3 minus 1 over 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Axis of symmetry is 1. X value of the vertex is 1. Continue on, find the vertex. Plug it in. We have a negative out front. We have 1 minus 3 and 1 plus 1. So we have y equals negative times negative 2 times 2. 2 negatives make a positive, so we get a positive 4. That's the y value of the vertex. That's our max value. That helps us with the range. It's negative infinity to 4. Wrap this up, finding the information at least. Y-intercept we need. Plug in 0 for x. All right, there we go. 0 plus 1. We get negative times -3 times 1. Negative times a negative is a positive. So it's a positive 3. We look in good shape again. We plot it. We got 1, 4. Drawing your axis of symmetry so you can use it for the y-axis or y-intercept. Y-intercept is 0, 3. Reflection point is just 2, 3. My x-intercepts are -1, 0, and 3, 0. Draw a curve through it, and we're good to go. There's graphing in intercept form.